What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there. Now let's get into this topic. Alright y'all, thanks for clicking on the video. Hope everyone is doing well. Now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach these topics with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in the comments section. Thank you. Alright y'all, after years and years of waiting, Bishop Noel Jones finally proposed to his longtime girlfriend Loretta at his church Sunday yesterday. They were celebrating his 72nd birthday. Y'all, Bishop is 72 years old. Wow. And a lot of people had stuff to say about it on social media. I'll get into that later, but just let me say, as a person who covered the Preachers of LA on down here on YouTube, Denise and I did our reviews on that show. We have been waiting for Bishop for so long to ask Loretta for her hand in marriage. And finally, he did that. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, Bishop is too old now. And some people were saying, Loretta, you're beautiful, you're educated, you're smart, you could have had any man. Why did you sit there and wait for that man for so long? I don't know, y'all, but we're going to talk about it. Now, I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me, I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
I'm telling you today that I'm going to get married. Loretta, come up here, please. Should I? Should you? And I've decided simply to say, will you? Marry me.
Look at my bishop, y'all. Look at him. All right, y'all. Now, I must say, before we get into this video, you all, I'm a little biased. Bishop Noel Jones is one of the pastors I listen to, and when I'm over in California, that is my church. That's my church away from home. I love going to City of Refuge. Some of Bishop's sermons over there done took me over the top. They done got me off the rough side of the mountain. So, you know, I love my bishop, and I'm happy that him and Loretta are finally engaged. Now, I know some of y'all saying, Dawson, well, you can't be biased. Look, y'all got y'all favorite pastors. I got some of mine, too. Now, y'all fight for y'all pastors even when they doing wrong, and you don't think I ain't gonna fight for the ones now, come on, he ain't did nothing horrible like some of these people out here. Now, when the Preachers of LA was on the air, you know, please, Miss Holly Cotter, you know, she was the Preachers of LA, the producer of it. Come on, bring it back. I know the Saints got in an uproar over Preachers of LA and Preachers of Detroit and Preachers of Atlanta, but those were the only shows that I thought were worthy of reviewing that were on television at that time. Like these shows that are out now, it doesn't move me any kind of way. I really was reviewing the Preachers of LA, Preachers of Detroit, and Preachers of Atlanta because I was just mesmerized by those shows. Now, with Preachers of LA, a lot of people did not like the show because they say that these pastors are flaunting their wealth. You have Bishop Noel Jones, he's not married, he's with Loretta, all this kind of stuff. Like the Christian community, they were like, take it off. We don't want this to represent God the wrong way. And fast forward all these years later, I mean, do you think that the Christian community is representing God the right way on social media? And I'm talking about collectively. And with all these scandals that are going on in the church, the Preachers of LA was basically light work. It was nothing really big. And I really loved the show because they went out in the community with each individual pastor to show them doing something in the community. Now, people couldn't get with that because, oh, they're doing this. Man, come on, y'all. All this stuff that's going on with these so-called Christian people now. Yeah, bring Preachers of LA back. Now, look here. As soon as the word got around that day that Bishop Noel Jones proposed to Loretta, a lot of people took to the internet and they had a lot to say. One person commented and said, she's a fool. He's probably only marrying her because he's getting too old to play around. Come on, y'all, stop. Another person commented and said, 72nd birthday? 30 years of waiting? I don't think so. Is it worth it? Now, Honey Butter Blessed as always said, child, you know she's a black woman right there. She's saying child. She said, child, I forgot all about Bishop Jones and Loretta. Okay, so how long is it going to actually take for him to marry her? Look, Honey Butter, you don't know how long it's going to take for him to marry her. He may marry in the next 3 or 6 months. We just have to watch. We have to wait. Now, Real T in the comments said, them women in the crowd sure got quiet. And you know what? That's a long-standing joke about, single male pastors. I know definitely that a lot of women go to the church because they think they're going to be the next first lady and all this kind of stuff. And I know when I first started going to City of Refuge, and I had friends who were over in California, they used to say that all the time about City of Refuge. All them women up there in the church, they think Bishop Noel Jones going to ask them to marry him. And a lot of women probably thought that, they had a chance. But I don't see how, with Loretta sitting on the second row every Sunday when Bishop was there. I really don't see how they thought that. Now, Naturalista, y'all know right off Naturalista, she's a sister. And of course, by our comment, she a sister too, because she's starting off with child. Now, when a sister starting off with child, she's turning her head, giving you a side. And she started off the comment with child. Bishop Noel Jones is finally about to hang it up. No lie, he was fine back in his prime. He's Jamaican too? What? And then she goes on to say, good luck to Loretta. She's been waiting for a long time. Now, what does him being Jamaican have to do with it? Come on, Naturalista. What you finna do, generalize all Jamaican men? Our Caribbean brothers? You can't do that. I rebuke that spirit of generalization right now and send it back to the pits of hell. What you mean? He's Jamaican too. Some of my friends are Jamaican and Haitian and from Trinidad and all that kind of stuff. They mighty men of valor. They love the Lord, they wife, they family. They love the Lord. Generalizing. Come on now. Now, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, take a breath. Where the other women at? What? Come on, man. Oh, man. Sugar Honey Iced Tea said, wow, never thought it would happen for them. Is he sick and needs someone to take care of him? You know what? I'm done. Look, you can't win for losing. Come on, man. The man is getting married. It don't matter how long it's been, how old he is or whatnot. It's like, ain't y'all happy? A black couple coming together to make the black family unit strong? Ain't this what y'all want? Y'all talk about it all the time. Come on, man. Look, I'm done with Bishop and Loretta. I'm just happy for him. Wish them the best. And I also wish the best for all of my family out at City of Refuge. My City of Refuge family, I love you all. Praying for you. Please pray for me. All right? Let me go on to something else. All right, now this next story, I have to say this before I even get into it. Now, you all who watch this show, you all know I have said this several times in my videos, how much I feel I love Cora Jakes. And you all who've been watching my show, you know why I love Cora Jakes. That's that Mother's Day when she was preaching and she was talking about these children who get abused and parents don't do anything, and how she called all of the children who were in that mega church at T.D. Jakes' church, the Potter's house. She called them all to the altar, and she began to tell parents how important it is for them to take care of their children, to watch out for their children. Don't hurt their children. Don't abuse your children. Don't you allow anybody to do that. I've never seen a pastor, a first lady, or anyone ever did do that ever in life. So for that, Cora Jakes has my heart, because we have to take care and look out for these children. So I have to say that. And while I'm on that situation, I love Bishop Jakes too. And one thing that I don't like, I'm going to go ahead and say this, because I think that their ministry, this is just my opinion. You don't have to like it. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to watch my show. I think how they approach ministry is it's a way that they're trying to help people, especially in the Dallas area. Now, they do a lot of stuff with the Tory program, with people who are getting out of jail. They do a lot in the Dallas area. So does Bishop Noel Jones. I can't speak for nobody else church. I know what I've seen when I went to those churches. Now, let me say this. I don't like it when ministers who want the fame and they want the notoriety that Bishop Jakes and Sarita have, and they want the so-called social climb that they're around a lot of people in the world, and ministers who want that, they tend to join Bishop Jakes. What's that ministers meeting that he has, or they want to be sons of his and all this kind of stuff, but their hearts are not pure, and they're only doing it because they want the clout. They're only doing it because they want to meet Tyler Perry and all these other people, and they think it's going to boost their ministry to say, oh, I'm being mentored, or I'm a part of this with the Jakes and all this kind of stuff. I have a disdain for that totally. If you don't have it, you just don't have it. You don't have to go to the Potter's house. If God has anointed you, you can be in the backwoods of Georgia and no one not know who you are. And God, when it's time for him to make a withdrawal out of your life for the deposit that he put in you, he will bring you before great men and women. Now, I don't like that. Now, people get on my case about that. I don't care. And I'm going to speak on that to the day I leave this earth. If you got it, you got it. And you don't have to get with no big pastor, no celebrity in order for your gift to flourish and to be seen. I had to say that. I had to get that off my chest. I've been holding that since last year. I should have did a video about it. All these people, oh, I got to get connected to this pastor. Maybe if I get connected to them, you better get connected to God, buddy. Look here. Now, Cora Jakes Coleman posted on social media that she and her husband, Mr. Coleman, they both have decided to get a divorce. And a lot of people had a lot of things to say, all this kind of stuff, you know. And my thing is on that, someone asked me what I thought about it. And I'm like, you know, I don't know, man. You know, they've been together for a long time. And I know that Cora was going through her journey with weight loss. And she has she's looking good and she's doing a great job. But sometimes when you're losing, you know, you're dropping the weight, you lose other stuff too. You know, I don't know what to say. I mean, hey, Cora probably say, man, that maybe it wasn't about the weight. Maybe once you get rid of some people, the weight will drop. I remember Patrice Berry. You all remember talk show host Patrice Berry. She's a minister now and also a professor, I think, at a college out in Georgia. And she was preaching one time out at, what's that church up, somewhere up in Atlanta. And she was saying that once she got rid of negative people, places, and things, the weight dropped. She lost over 100 and something pounds. And she said, once I got rid of negative people, places, and things, I don't know what happened. The weight just dropped. So I wish, you know, Cora and Mr. Coleman the best, you know, wish them the best in life. Now, I know some people wanted me to talk about, man, I keep laughing through this whole thing, y'all. A lot of y'all wanted me to talk about Devon Franklin and Megan Good. And some people said, if Devon Franklin can't stay married, and if Megan Good couldn't make it, and now Cora getting a divorce. Oh, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. Some people say, Lord, I hope Sarah and Torrey okay over there. Look, y'all, you can't base your life or your relationship off of people in the media. You can't do that. Off your pastors, off of other people. And I've said this time and time again on this show. You can't live vicariously through other people. You have to live your own life. And if something didn't work out for other people or family members, that's them. You got to live your own life. You can't, oh, well, you know, Devon and Megan and making and oh this and oh, man, forget that. What you gonna do with you? Worrying about no Devon and Megan, they gonna be all right. They gonna get over it. You got over it when you broke up, when you had a divorce. Come on now. Y'all know life still goes on and you'll still inhale and exhale. You'll breathe again. Devon and Megan gonna be all right. Cora and Mr. Coleman gonna be all right. You gonna be all right too. You just gotta keep going on. Now look here. A side note, y'all. When Megan Good and Devon Franklin first got, you know, married, a lot of women had problems with their relationship. And a lot of women took to social media even after they got divorced. And I remember women were saying these men marrying these women in the world. And then they pointed out some of who the men were. They said Israel, the one who married the girl from the real. And Devon Franklin and some of the other ones, they say they Christian men, but they leaving, you know, the church to go find worldly women. And I was like, y'all women act like there are no, you know, men in the church. There are men in the church. The Lord's church has men that are willing, wanting, and ready to get married. And some of them are all the time on social media talking about how hard it is for them to find a wife. And they want a family. And I know some of y'all women saying, Dawson, I don't know who you talking about. Well, I'm going to name a few. Some men who waiting on a wife. Let's start off with Ricky Dillard. Ricky Dillard, he's an accomplished choir director. He waiting on a wife. Donald Lawrence, been writing those great gospel songs for years. Donald Lawrence is waiting on a wife. Daryl Walls. Daryl Walls is waiting on his woman of God. Now, we all know Daryl Walls had a little slip, a little hiccup. You know, he was caught on camera, you know, kissing that man. But Daryl Walls said he's delivered. And he said he's ready for his woman of God. And you know, you women in the church will help a man out with a struggle. So Daryl Walls is an available bachelor in the Lord's church. Oh, here I'm finna talk. Look at this brother right here. The son of Kojic, Andrew Cardwell. He said he waiting on him a woman. What y'all, come on, y'all women. There's men in the church. Kurt Carr. And Pastor Donnie McKirkland. These men waiting, they waiting. Y'all women, y'all got men in the church. Y'all sleeping on them. Y'all better wake up. Now look here. I'm off of this topic. Y'all go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.